मन मुकुर सुधारी, वरनौ रघुवर विमल जसु, जोदायक फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरौ पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, सुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज संवारे। लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे, हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत पीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुमरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, चूड़हि बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चलीसा, तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। सन्तोषिणी जगन्माता मम सौभाग्यवृद्धये नमस्करोमि भक्त्या त्वां प्रसन्ना वरदा भव। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। Yesterday we saw Kumbhakarnavatham, Indrajitvatham, and finally when Ravana discovered that there is nobody else to go to the battlefield, everybody was one by one gone. So he decided himself to come to the battlefield. Now the next day he comes with riding on a majestic chariot driven by the horses also divine looking, armed with a proper armor, and the chariot was equipped with numerous missiles and he was looking highly powerful and tejasvi. So, thus when he entered in the battlefield, both Rama and Ravana both came face to face. At that time, Vibhishana looked at each other. Here is one Ravana sitting in the chariot that is very powerful and magnificent. Here Ramchandraji standing on the earth without even having even a padaraksha, leave alone an armor to protect him. He has only a bow and arrow, that is all, nothing else. And he is standing on the ground. And looking at that, Vibhishana felt miserable. That portion is called Vibhishana Gita. Now read that. Ravan.
रावणुरथी बिरत रघुबीरा देखि विभीषण भयउ अधीरा अधिक प्रीति मन संदेहा बंदी चरण कह सहित स्नेहा नाथ नरथ नहीं तन पद त्राना के विदित वीर बलवाना सुनहु सखा कह कृपा निधाना जेहि जय होई सो स्यंदन आना.
Ravana's chariot well equipped with all weapons. Here Ramchandraji is standing on the earth without even a footwear. No protecting kavacha, only Dhanushban. Vibhishana became anxious, came to Bhagavan and said, that Ravana is Balavan and I got varieties weapon. And you are without chariot, and how will you conquer him? This doubt came due to his love for the Lord, not that he doubted Bhagavan's prowess. Bhagavan understood and said, Vibhishana, the chariot that leads one to victory is something different. His is Yuddharatha, but mine is Dharmaratha. Only the one who has got the chariot of righteousness, with him, that person only wins. Therefore, in the Mahabharata, there is one statement is there, Yato Dharmaha Tato Jayaha. Where dharma is, there victory is. And with the help of the chariot metaphor, Bhagavan described what are the values that constitute dharma. Those values are valor, fortitude, truthfulness, good contact, moral strength, discrimination between right and wrong, control over yourself, thinking of the welfare of others, forgiveness, compassion, equanimity, devotion to God, dispassion, contentment, generosity, the knowledge of the self, a peaceful, purified mind, and all other virtues like Sama, Dhamma, Yama, Niyama, and one bulletproof jacket, that is Kavacha, devotion and worship to your Guru and great people, that alone will protect you. These virtues only make righteous life, not otherwise. If one has these kind of a chariot, then no enemy can stand in front of him. Our greatest enemy is our own abhiman or ego. And when that ego is conquered, that person has conquered everything. Vibhishana felt very grateful. Bhagavan, under the pretext I got the lesson on virtues and dharma, because after Ravana, Vibhishana is going to be the king. So therefore, it was an indirect instruction to him. Ravana was totally opposite. This portion is called Vibhishana Gita, teaching to Vibhishana by Bhagavan, Ramachandraji. Now the battle began. Ravana and Rama became, the battle became very fierce. Now Ravana tried every missile that he has, but then he could not win over Ramchandraji. So suddenly he started doing Maya, Rakshasa Maya. And Maya, when he used, the entire Vanara Sena got frightened. They started running here and there, taking shelter under some cave or something. But there also his Maya reached. And suddenly Maya is like suddenly shower of stones come from heaven and then hit all those monkeys one by one, and they fall down unconscious. And this happened. Bhagavan shot one arrow, dispersed that. When he saw all the monkeys are frightened and running here and there, and the whole army is disturbed, Bhagavan shot one arrow and dispersed that Rakshasa Maya. Then also he tried so many methods, and one time Hanumanji himself, approached. In this Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, there is a beautiful description. Hanumanji gave him one beating, and Ravana, it seems, fell down. And then Ravana got up and gave one beating. Hanumanji also fell down. And the next time Hanumanji got up, when he was about to give him a beating, Ravana ran away, it seems, because he knew he won't be able to stand. So, like this, there are so many descriptions are there. So, Hanumanji's fight with Ravana is very interesting. And during the time, this Vanaras also start throwing stones, not stones, actually hills, big stones they used to throw at him. All of them, think about it, millions of monkeys are throwing stones at you. And Ravana, nothing happened to him. He receives everything. Everything hit him, but nothing happens to him. That was the strength of Ravana. And seeing that, the monkeys gave up. And Bhagavan, finally they took shelter under Bhagavan. Bhagavan, only you can do it. We can't do it. So then Bhagavan started fighting. And finally what happened? By evening, Ravana was exhausted. So they stopped the war, and then he went back. Now, after going home, going to palace, he started thinking. He didn't go to his room or a chamber. He went straight to the Devalaya, where he do all the rituals, etc. There he went and started doing a great ritual. He knew that if he successful in that ritual, like Meghanath, the same way he will be invincible, etc. He was then with that resolve he sat there in performing the ritual. And Vibhishana came to know. He told Bhagavan Ramchandraji, hey, we have to disturb this ritual, otherwise he will become more powerful, difficult to defeat him. So Bhagavan said, Hanumanji, Angada, his team went, Jambavan, everybody went and went to Ravana's palace and they start beating him. But whatever you do, nothing happened to Ravana. Ravana was firm, sitting there, strong. But then Hanumanji thought, now what to do? And what he did was, he started the pulling Mandodari and all other wives. And they start crying. When they start crying, then Ravana could not stop, because Mandodari, it is, you can't even protect your ladies, and what is the point being a king, that kind of, they started shouting. They started crying loudly, saying that these people are going to kill us, you can't even protect us, what is the use? You say Lankesh, you have conquered 3 worlds, all these things you say, what is the use? They start saying that, then he got up. And when he got up, started fighting with these people, and that is what they wanted. So they disturbed the Yajna, and then Ravana thought that there's no point now for continuing the Yajna, they already disturbed. So he went and slept. Next day morning he came again. At that time, the second day, what happened was, Indra Devata sent a chariot to Bhagavan Ramchandraji. So, and sitting on that chariot, then they become equal. Ravana and Rama became equal. And sitting on that chariot, so because Ravana's chariot can fly in the sky. So when he's skying and then aerial fighting, it is difficult to defeat him, because from where the arrows comes, we don't know. That was the technique of Indrajit also. But that Ravana also used to do. So because of this, the celestial aerial car, so Bhagavan also could go up and fight in the sky. Then finally what happened, Bhagavan started cutting off his head and hands, and he used to, 20 hands he used to cut. At one time he shoot 30 arrows. So 10 heads will be chopped off, and 20 hands also will be chopped off. But then to his surprise he saw head coming back, hands coming back. And Ravana laughs. And again Bhagavan cut off. The result was what? The whole battlefield was Ravana's head and hands only. And then Ramchandraji was thinking. Now he was thinking that how to kill him without using his divinity as Vishnu. He wanted to kill him as Rama. So this news was given to Sitaji. Trijata informed, because the war news she gets time to time. The Trijata was reporting to her, this Ramchandraji is cutting off his Ravana's head, again the head is coming back. And then Sitaji was thinking, why he is not shooting at his heart, He should have shot his heart, then he would have killed, Then, there is a beautiful explanation. These are all Tulsidaji's poetic imagination, but it is so wonderful. He says, Trijata says, it is not that Ramchandraji doesn't want to shoot at the heart, but there is a problem. What is the problem? In Ravana's heart, you are there, Sitaji is there. And Sitaji's heart, Ramchandraji is there. If we shoot the arrow, what happened? Finally, it is shooting at Ramchandraji. And the whole world will collapse. Ramchandraji is the heart alone, the whole world is residing. So therefore, if you shoot at Ravana's heart, these are the problem. Then what is the solution? Bhagavan is thinking that if you keep on cutting the head, one time the Ravana's mind will disturb. When the mind is disturbed, you will go from his mind. At that time he will shoot. He was giving an explanation. But then, finally, Bhagavan got exhausted, in the sense, this cutting off the head continuously, but nothing is happening. Then what is the secret he wanted to know? So he looked at Vibhishana, and Bhagavan is in the aerial, the air, and both are in the air. This is fighting in the air. At that time he looked at Vibhishana. Vibhishana also went up because they can fly, They went up and then told Bhagavan, see, the problem is this Ravana has stolen Amrit from heaven when he conquered Devatas, and that he has deposited in his navel. So as long as Amrit is there in his navel, you cannot kill him. So Bhagavan understood immediately. He took out 31 arrows. So 10 will cut off his head, 20 will cut off his hands, and 1 at the navel. And it went like a snake and burnt the, what we call Amrita Kalasham, which was deposited. When that arrow was coming, he understood it is Vibhishana. Kuladrohi. Because only Vibhishana knew the secret. He didn't know, nobody else knew the secret. And he said, Kuladrohi. So, but finally, Ravana got shot, and Amritakasam also burnt, and he fell on the ground from the sky. He fell down. Ravana became finally lifeless. Puliye Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai. And while dying, he was not yet dead. So he was in the Marana Shayya and fell down, all right, but still life is there in him. But at that time, he looked at Ramchandraji, he had the vision of Mahavishnu in him. He looked at Hanumanji, he had the vision of Shivji. And then he said Ram. And last moment he said Ram. Until then, Tulsi Raji Ramayanam very pakka Ravan. Ravan never said Ram. He always that tapasvi, that prince of Ayodhya or tapasvi, or that human being, that is all he said. He never said Ram, the word Ram. And he never allowed anybody to say Sri Ram also. Enemy, for enemy's name, you don't put Sri, he used to say. That anger he had. But last moment, he had the vision of Bhagavan. And then he was about to die. Bhagavan asked, Ramchandraji asked Lakshmana. Lakshmana is the Ravana is the greatest Pandit. And he is a treasury of knowledge. So therefore, before he leaves this body, make use of his knowledge, take some advice from him. Lakshmana was looking at what? But then Bhagavan said, go and ask him. So Hanumanji also said, okay, please. So he went and asked, my brother is asking me to get some knowledge from you. What is your parting knowledge? So at that time, Lakshmana was not like a student sitting below and with a, what you call, like humility, he was not asking. He was standing there and asking. So Ravana just turned his face. And then Hanumanji said, no, this is not the way to go to a teacher. You have to go with humility. So that Lakshmana understood. He bent down, prostrated, and asked. Then Ravana said one line only, that whenever you want to do some good thing, do it immediately. Whenever you want to do something wrong, postpone it. And Ravana was doing opposite. Then, taking Bhagavan's name, he breathed his last. So Mandodari and all other women came running to the battlefield. And Mandodari did not blame Ramchandraji at all. She said, how many times you were told to return Sita? And Ramchandraji himself gave you so many opportunities, then you did not listen to him. It is said Vibhishana was hesitating for a moment to do the final rites. Bhagavan said, all enmity ends with death. Now he is mine as is yours. Now do all the funeral rites appropriate for him. And that was done. And you have to be coronated here as Lankesh. And once that rituals, all the last rites were performed appropriately, befitting to Ravana's status, and then Avavrtasthānam, they all took bath in the sea. And then Bhagavan said, now Lakshmana and Sugriva, both of you go and coronate the Vibhishana as Lankesh. Because Bhagavan said, 14 years is still not over, 1 or 2 days still baki, so I cannot come to the city. Then Vibhishana was coronated as Lankesh. Then the news was given to Sita ji, Hanuman, you go and give the news to her and bring her here. She was brought in a palanquin. All the monkeys who were standing there, they were so eager to see her because they want to know for whom we have fought so many days and we want to see her. They were all eager to see her. Then Bhagavan said, no, ask her to come down from the palanquin and walk. And Rama wants all the monkeys to see her. Sri Rama did not, generally in the movies, last moment, how the hero, heroine run each other and hug. Nothing happened. But see, Bhagavan stood there like a rock. Sita, why? Because Sitaji's original form is in the fire god. Bhagavan wanted to retrieve that form. Therefore, Agni Pariksha was done. He also knew if Sitaji come and I accept her just like that, then the world will doubt her purity and chastity. So that has to be proved. That time he speaks such kind of words that Sita, the whole war was fought because of you, but not for you. Now you are free, you can go anywhere you want. She is stunned. Hanuman and Lakshman also they were stunned. Is this our compassionate Lord? But Sita ji understood and said, Lakshmana, prepare a fire. I will now burn myself in the fire. And Lakshmana was not ready, but he looked at Ramachandra ji. And Rama said, yes, go ahead. She entered into the fire, saying, if even in dream I have thought of anyone else other than Ramchandra ji, let this fire consume me. When she entered the fire, Sakshat Agni Devata appeared. Ram, she is purity itself. Why are you even doing this Agni Pariksha? In the Upanishad also it is talked about. Nowadays, lie detector is there. In those days, they were asked to hold hot iron rod. To Satyavadi, his hands won't get burnt. We don't understand the law of dharma. Whether you say to bring Sitaji's original form, he did Agni Pariksha, or people should not doubt later on. But still people doubted later on also. Then why did Rama leave her in the forest? Remember, Bhagavan knew that this is what people would tell. He thought if people talk about me, I was heartless, I don't mind. But they blame me, that is all right. But nobody should doubt Sitaji's purity. That is the reason why nobody should blame her. Bhagavan could not stand people blaming her. That is the reason why she was sent to the forest. And also he made sure that she is secure. She was left near Valmiki's ashram. Sitaji comes out, Bhagavan's eyes were in tears. He said, please don't misunderstand me. I never had any question about your purity, but people would have doubted. That would have been very painful. And now there was all joy. Vibhishana said, please come to the court. Bhagavan said, no, no, no. I can't stay one more day. My Bharat is waiting for me. 14 years are getting over. Only one day remains. And if I don't go, I will not see him alive. Do something so that I can reach in time. Then he said, Maharaj, there is a Pushpa Viman. Okay. Then Bhagavan, he brought Pushpa Viman. And then Bhagavan said, okay, put all the jewels, clothes, ornaments, etc. in this Pushpa Viman and go up. Then from there, you just throw all these things to these Vanaras. He started dropping all those ornaments and abhushan and all that, clothes and all that. And these monkeys got each one of them, some of them wore it and then came to Ramchandra. He said, how I look? Bhagavan started laughing. Then all this time, Indra Bhagavan felt that he did not do any seva to Bhagavan. He felt that he was a silent witness because he was afraid of Ravana. Therefore, he was keeping quiet. But now that Ravana is gone, he got some courage. So he came out and requested Bhagavan, I did not do any seva to you. I want to do some seva for you. What can I do for you? Bhagavan said, okay, if you want to do something. See, these monkeys came with me and they gave up their life in the battlefield. So you go and bring some amrit and sprinkle over them. Then Indra Devata brought Amrita Kalasham and then he wanted to sprinkle the monkeys. The problem was these dead bodies were mingled with Rakshasas' bodies also. So he was doubtful. Bhagavan, if I sprinkle, they also will come. Then what happened? So this again Rakshasa problem will be there. All Atikaya and other people, they are all born again. It will be a problem. So Bhagavan said, don't worry, just sprinkle. When we sprinkle that Amrita, what happened? Only monkeys came back alive. All the Rakshasas remained dead. Why? Tulsidaji says, very beautiful. He said, see, the Rakshasas fought from the opposite side. And when they fought from opposite side, while dying, whom they saw? Bhagavan Ramachandra. It is that Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Even thinking of Bhagavan, you die. Bhagavan say, they will come to me. But here they had the real, actual Bhagavan is standing there. So looking at him, they died. Naturally, they attained mukti. Whereas these monkeys were facing Rakshasas, not Bhagavan. Naturally, they came back to life again. So this is the explanation Tulsidaji gives. Very beautiful. Now, let us return to Ayodhya. Now, okay. Okay. Ayodhya, what is happening? No. Bhagavan said, let us now return to Ayodhya. Now, one Pushpa Vimanam is there, only 5 seats is there. And they have Sita ji, Lakshman, Ramchandra ji, then Hanuman ji, Vibhishana. Then there is 1 seat vacant. Now all these Vanaras, Angada, Nala, Neela, Jambavan, they were all looking at Bhagavan. We also want to come. Then Vibhishana said, Bhagavan, they all can come. Because as the number increases, the space expands. It means it's a great technology. So, they all got it. But still 1 seat vacant, that's all. And they all got Bhagavan, Sita ji, Lakshman ji, then Sugriva, Hanuman, Vibhishana, Angad, Nala, Neela, all sat in the Viman. Pushpas was such that it can be expanded. On the way, Ramchandra ji was explaining to Sita ji, see, for you, what all things I did. Here, Indrajit was killed here, Kumbhakarna was killed here. I did all that for you. Sita ji looked at him, what? I was enjoying there or what? All the time worrying. And they were talking to each other like this. Bhagavan finally came to Bharadwaj Muni's ashram. Then he landed there. He told Hanumanji, before I go there, go to Ayodhya and give report to Bharat that I am coming. And come back and tell me what is happening there. And that is where the Yuddha Kand ends. You heard that last one? Yuddha Kand end. Samara Vijaya Kuvir.
समर विजय रघुबीर के चरित जे सुनहि सुजान विजय विवेक विभूति नित तिन्हि देहि भगवान यह कलि काल मलायतन मन करि विचार श्री रघुनाथ नाम तजी नाहि न आन आधार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय.
Those who listen to the story of Bhagavan's killing of Ravana, they will also be successful in life. Also Vivek and all prosperity will come to them. Bhagavan's Gunagan is the best support for us. With this, Lanka Kant is concluded. Now we have reached the last canto of Sri Ramchatmanas, and that is called as Uttarakhand. This canto also begin with Sanskrit sloka. Keki kantapanilam.
केकीकण्ठाभनीलम् सुरवरविलसद्विप्रपादाब्जचिह्नम् शोभाढ्यं पीतवस्त्रं सरसिजनयनं सर्वदा सुप्रसन्नम् पाणौ नाराचचापं कपिनिकरयुतं बन्धुना सेव्यमानम् नौमीढ्यं जानकीशं रघुवरमनिशं पुष्पकारूढरामम् कोसलेन्द्रपदकञ्जमञ्जुलौ कोमलावजमहेशवन्दितौ जानकीकरसरोजलालितौ चिन्तकस्य मनभृङ्गसंज्ञिनौ कुन्द इन्दुरगौरसुन्दरम् अम्बिकापतिमभीष्टसिद्धदं कारुणीककलकञ्जलोचनं नौमि शङ्करमशङ्कमोचनम्.
Naomi bowed out to idiom most worshipful Rama. Here Pushpakarudha Raman, who is seated in the Pushpaka Viman. How is he? Keki Kandhapanilam, Neelavarnam. Different examples are given like water-bearing clouds or blue lotus, etc. But the blue color obtaining in the neck of peacock. Suravara Vilasat Vipra Padapcha Chinnam. On his chest there is a mark of the foot of a rishi, Bhrigu Maharshi. Shobhadhyam, most graceful. Pidavastram, wearing the yellow garment. Sarasija Nayanam, lotus-eyed. Sarvada Suprasannam, always cheerful. Panau Naracha Chapam, wielding bow and arrow in the hand. Kapi Nikara Yutam, at that time he is surrounded by monkeys. Bandhuna Sevyamanam, being served by his own brother. Janaki Sham, Lord of Janaki. Rakhuvaram, the best among Rakhu. Pushpakarudha Ramam, this Rama seated in the Pushpa Viman. My namaskar. Now Tulsidaji is meditating upon the lotus feet of Bhagavan. How they are. Kosalendra pada kanja manjulau. His feet is of so very tender. Komalau aja mahesha vantitau. Even Brahmaji, Shivaji, they also do namaskar to that lotus feet. Janaki kara saroja lalitau. And they are caressed by the lotus hand of Janaki. Chintakasya manabhranga sanginau. Those who are contemplative people, they are always meditating on the lotus feet of Lord, like a bee hovering over lotus. Third, Lord Shiva is worshipped here, who is of the fair complexion, the Lord of Ambika and giver of all desired object, most compassionate, and that Bhagavan we do bow down to. We saw when Vibhishana requested the Lord to come and bless his palace, Bhagavan said, my mind is with Bharata. I can't think of anyone because only one day remaining. And if I don't reach, then I will not feel he will keep his life. Therefore, I should not delay anymore. Pushpaviman came and they landed at the Bharadwaj ashram, and Sita ji said to Ganga ji, she will be worshipping her on her return. She did that. Instead of coming to Ayodhya straight away, Bhagavan Ramchandra ji sent Hanuman ji first, because he knew Bharata will become so impatient. Actually, Bharata had sent so many people in different direction to find out Rama's return. He went to forest by walking, but coming back, he didn't know he was coming by air. So Bharat was anxious because he did not receive any report of Rama's coming back. Now, Raha ek din. All the citizens of Ayodhya were waiting, doing japa and tapa for Bhagavan to come. Only one day is remaining. They were over anxious, but at the same time, in their heart, there were great joy also. And everywhere, good omens were happening. So they were feeling that even though we have no news, he will come. Kausalyaji and other mothers also, they were feeling just someone going to come and tell us he is coming or he has come. What to talk about Bharata? Bharata on one hand getting worried because no news, but at the same time his right eye hand was throbbing, which was a good omen. Now Bharata was thinking, now sing. Rehat.
रहे एक दिन अवध अधारा समुझत मन दुख भयउ अपारा कारण कवन नाथ नहीं आयौ जानि कुटिल गिरो मोहि बिसरायौ अहरण्य लक्ष्मण बड़ भागी राम पधार बिंदु अनुरागी कपटी कुटिल मोहि प्रभु चीन्हा ताते नाथ संग नहीं लीना जो करनी समुझे प्रभु मोरी नहीं निस्तार कल्प सत्कारी जन अवगुण प्रभु मान न काऊ दीन बंधु अति मृदुल सुभाऊ मोरे जिय भरोस दृढ़ सोई मिली हहि राम सगुन शुभ होई बीते अवधि रहहि जो प्राणा अधम कवन जग मोहि समाना राम विरह सागर मह भरत मगन मन होत विप्र रूप धरि पवन सुत आई गयउ जनु पोत बैठे देखी कुशासन जटा मुकुट कृसगात राम राम रघुपति जपत स्रवत नयन जल जात सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय.
Only one day was still remaining. Same time, Bharata's mind was drowning in sorrow and grief. Why is it that Bhagavan has not come? At least nearby, 10 miles, 20 miles away, such news you should get, but nothing. Because of me only, birth of mine is the cause for all this trouble. Has he forgotten me? Ha, Lakshmana, blessed indeed is your life. He is so devoted to Bhagavan that Bhagavan took him with him. My mind is not that pure, thinking that he did not take me with him. but he took Lakshmana. But when I think of Bhagavan, I know he will not think like that, because Bhagavan is very, very soft and kind-hearted, and anyone who is his servant, even if it is his fault, Bhagavan forgives him. And that is actually giving me support. When I look at myself, I think he is not coming back. But I look at his nature, he will forgive me and return to Ayodhya. He has promised and he will fulfill his promise. And good omens are also taking place. And 14 years completed, and Bhagavan doesn't come, then there cannot be any mean person than me. Thus his mind was drowning in sorrow of that separation. And at that time, Hanumanji came in the form of a Brahmana. He came there like a ship to save Bharata from drowning in the ocean of sorrow. He came there chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. Hanumanji saw the love of Bharata for Rama and he was so delighted. He said, Bhagavan, whom you constantly remembering, is just arriving. He is just arriving. And the moment he heard that Rama is arriving, Bharata forgot all his sorrows. He got up from his seat and inquired who you are, because he was in the Brahmana form. The news for which I am longing all the time to hear, you have given me. There cannot be any more precious news than this. Then he introduced himself. I am Hanuman, son of Vayudevata. I also came with him. He just sent me in advance to let you know that he is coming. Because of over-anxiety, if you take wrong step, you will regret the whole life. Bharata said, you have given me such a great news. I don't know what shall I give you in return. Hanumanji said, just wait, Bhagavan is coming. So saying, he left for where Ramchandraji was. Hanumanji went and informed Bhagavan, no more delay. He is eagerly waiting for you. Here when Bharata got the news, immediately that news was spread everywhere in Ayodhya. Everybody started running here and there, asking, have you seen him? Then they said, he has not yet come. Everyone was crowding. Wherever they could find place to stand there. You have that? Iha Bhanukula Kamal.
भानुकुल कमल दिवाकर कपिन देखावत नगर मनोहर सुनु कपीस अंगद लंकेसा पावन पुरी रुचिर यह देसा यद्यपि सब वैकुंठ बखाना वेद पुराण विदित जगु जाना अवधपुरी सम प्रिय नहीं सो यह प्रसंग जानई को जन्म भूमि मम पुरी सुहावनी उत्तर शिव सरजू पावनी राम जनते विनहि प्रयासा मम समीप नर पारहि वासा अति प्रिय मम दामना पुरी सुख राशि हर्षे सब कवि सुनि प्रभु बानी धन्य अवध जो राम बखानी.
It's not there. Doha. Okay. So here Ramchandraji was, now he is flying from Bharadwaja Rishi's ashram, Allahabad to Ayodhya. Here Ramchandra was speaking to his friends. He was showing Ayodhya Nagari to all his friends. He said, listen, O Sugriva, Angad, Vibhishan, see my most holy city. Even though Veda Shastra and everyone extol Vaikuntha, Loka, but I tell you, very few people know that Ayodhya is greater than Vaikuntha. I love Ayodhya more than Vaikuntha. See, look at my Janma Bhumi. Northern direction is this Sarayu Nadi flowing, and those who take bath in the Sarayu Nadi, they cross over this samsar. People who are here are dear to me, and it is one of the Moksha Dham, Nagari. Listening to this, the monkeys were very happy. Now, Avata Deki, that is that. No. Near Ayodhya, that Ayodhya, Bhagavan saw proper land to land the Pushpa Viman. At that time, he addressed the Pushpa Viman saying, you can go back to Kubera Bhagavan, because it actually belonged to Kubera. See, Bhagavan did not keep it. He could have kept it, but he didn't do it, because it doesn't belong to him. But Ravana took it from Kubera. Ravana never manufactured anything in Lanka. Whatever good he saw elsewhere, he took it by force. Pushpaka Viman was sad leaving Bhagavan, but he said, whenever I remember you, you come. That made him happy, but happy going back to his Swami. With Bharata, all Gurujan, Vasishtha, Vamadev, they all came. As soon as he saw his Guru, he prostrated to Vasishthaji. When Vasishthaji asked, how are you? Maharaj, by your grace, all is fine. Bhagavan did namaskar to all the Rishimunis, and now the turn of Bharata came and fell at the feet of Lord. Bharata did not want to get up. Holding Bhagavan's feet, Bhagavan forcefully lifted him as he was eager to hug him tightly, tears flowing from the eyes of Bhagavan. It looks as though beauty and love were in embrace of each other. And Bhagavan asked Bharata, how are you? Words will not come out of his mouth. Thereafter, Bhagavan met Shatrughna, Bharata, Lakshman, Shatrughna, Lakshman, all met each other. Bharata, Shatrughna bowed down to Sitaji. Looking at Bhagavan, everybody was delighted. Everybody wanted to touch his feet and look at him. Suddenly, Bhagavan appeared there in countless forms. So each one was feeling they met Bhagavan personally. Then Kausalyaji, how mother cow rushes to meet its calf. So eagerly they ran towards each other. Sitaji also met all mothers-in-laws. Lakshmana also did namaskar to all mothers, including Kekeyi, but did not give up his anger. Bhagavan also prostrated to all mothers without any grudge against Kaikeyi. Here very important thing to be seen, Bhagavan is introducing his Guru Vasishtha to Monkey King Sugriva, Vibhishana, Hanumanji, Nala, Neela, Angad, etc. And what he says, see here, he is our Guru for the entire Suryavamsha. He is because of his grace and blessing we were able to kill the Rakshasas there. And do you know what he tells Vasishthaji? He says, Hey Munivar, these are all my friends. They gave their life for my sake. Because of them, we were able to win this battle. Now see, Bhagavan is the one who does everything and did everything, but he gives credit to all of them. I think we all have to learn from this, because we are very miserly in giving credit to others. All the time we think we are doing everything. And all Bhagavan's friends went to do namaskar to Kausalyaji. She said, you are all dear to me like Rama. Bhagavan saw that Kaikeyi was feeling so miserable. She did not know where to look. Therefore, Bhagavan went to her. First, O mother, You do not feel bad for anything. Console her, saying many good things about 14 years Vanavas happened. We could kill the most difficult person, Ravana, we could kill, and free of the fear of the Devatas. And then he went to his own palace. Now, beautiful thing told here. Bhagavan called Bharata, Shatrughna, and Lakshmana. They were all in tapasvi form with the jatas. Bhagavan unlocked all their jatas. With his own hand, he gave them bath. When it came to his own turn, he said, I will do myself. What does indicate? The one who is the eldest person, his job is only to serve, not taking service, but serve others. There all the mother-in-laws took Sitaji and gave her bath, and all the mothers saw Ram, and on his left side Sitaji sitting. They felt today our eyes were fulfilled, the purpose of vision. Then Vasishtaji says to Sumantra and others, why are we delaying now? We should do this coronation only today. Because Dasharatha Maharaj said, we will do the coronation ceremony tomorrow. Then what happened? It went 14 years. So, don't do it tomorrow. We will do it today itself. And when Vasishtaji saw Ramchandraji, and then the throne of Ayodhya, he felt it is not befitting to Rama. So immediately he invoked Indra Devata, and Indra Bhagavan came. He said, please send one Simhasan from heaven. And Simhasan came. Doha 11, you have that? Prabhu Vilyavu Kimli. Mana Anuraga.
प्रभु बिलोकी मुनि मन अनुरागा तुरत दिव्य सिंहासन मागा रवि सम तेज सोबरनी न जाई बैठे राम द्विजन सिरुनाई जनक सुता समेत रघुराई पेखी प्रहर्षे मुनि समुदायी वेद मंत्र तव द्विजन उचारे नव सुर मुनि जय जयति पुकारे प्रथम तिलक वसिष्ठ मुनि कीन्हा पुनि सब विप्रन आय सुदीना बिलोकी हर्षि महतारी बार बार आरती उतारी विप्रनदान विविध विधि दीने जाचक सकल जाचक कीने सिंहासन पर त्रिभुवन साई देखी सुरन दुंदुभी बजाई.
So Simhasan came, it came from heaven, and Bhagavan Ramchandraji, Sitaji, both were seated in the Simhasan. All Veda mantras were chanted, and Prathama Tilaka, Vasishta Muni Kina. So, first Tilaka was applied by Vasishta Rishi, and the Navadundubi, Bhajaki, Vivula Gandharva, Kinnara Gavahi, and in the heaven, all those musical instruments started playing, and the Apsara start dancing, and the music started flowing, and the Bharatadi Anuja Vibhishana Angada Hanumadi Sametate He Chatra Chamara Vijana Dhanu Asi Charma Shakti Virajate. And Bharata took the umbrella, over the Simhasan. And Bharata wanted to hold that because he was feeling miserable because of him. This 14 days is wasted. Otherwise, so he didn't want everybody to see him. So he was hiding behind the umbrella. And Lakshmana and Shatrughna other side, this side Lakshmana, Shatrughna other side, and Hanumanji at the feet. So this is the scene of the Pattabhishekam. And we saw that here also we have done the Pattabhishekam. Now everywhere celebration because Ramachandraji became the king of Ayodhya today. Boliye Siyavar Ramachandra ki Jai. Now, the summary of it and the significance of it, I have given in the, what you call the bookmark, so you can read it and understand. Okay, you have some homework also. With this, we'll stop the, and the last doha is there. Uttarakhand. Paina kehi gati patita pavana.
पतित पावन राम भजि सुनु सठगानिक अजामिल व्याध गीत गजादि घन तारे घने आवीर जमन किरात खस स्वपचारि अति अधरूप जे कहि नाम बारक देवी पावन होहि राम नमामि ते रघुवंश भूषण चरित यह नर कहहि सुनहि जे गावहि कलिमल मनोमल धोई बिनु श्रम राम धाम सिधावहि सत पंच चौपाई मनोहर जानी जो नर उर धरे दारुण अभिज्ञा पंच जनित विकार श्री रघुवर हरे सुंदर सुजान कृपा निधान अनाथ पर कर प्रीति जो सो एक राम अकाम हित निर्वाण प्रद समाधान को जाति कृपाल वलेस दे मति मंद तुलसीदास हूँ पायो परम विश्रामु राम समान प्रभु नाही कहो मो समदीन नदीन हित तुम समान रघुवीर अस विचारि रघुवंश मनि हरहु विषम भव भीर कामहि नारि पिचारि जिमि लोभिहि प्रिय जिमि दाम तिमि रघुनाथ निरंतर प्रिय लागहु मोहि राम
can't mean Lanka was south and Bhagavan was north. He went to north. So from south to north and he came to north. So it is called Uttar. Uttar also means questions, answer. So many questions were raised by different people and the answers were also found here. The Kagabushundi Garuda Samvad is there. So many questions were asked and they were all answered also. Here Tulsidas says finally, Pai na kohi gati patita pavan Rama bhaji satamana. O my foolish mind, listen to Ramaguna Katha. Who has not attained the highest goal, whether he is literate, illiterate, whether they are qualified or not qualified, everybody got it. Even once they chanted his name, they are purified. Bhagavan Charitram is the most pavitram. Singing that everyone can attain the goal of life. Even if you chant a few chaupais every day, you can chant that, that will save you. The first thing, the most striking is the most handsome person and a wise man, abode of compassion. The one who loves, who are helpless, that only one Rama, selfless friend of all. Not only that, he is capable of giving you liberation, but the fraction of whose grace, Tulsidas says, I found final peace in life. There is no Lord like Rama. Bhagavan, there is no one helpless like me. And Bhagavan, you are Dayaveer, Raghuveer, friend of the helpless. Therefore, please remove this terrible fear of samsara. Bhagavan, you should always be dear to me. Like that, say, Kamahi nari piyari jimi, lobhi priya jimi dham. So Tulsidaji's examples are also very beautiful. See, Kamahi, that Rama be dear to one always, like for a sensualist person, how he loves a woman very much, or a greedy person loves money. Same way, man loving woman is Rupa Sakti, attachment to the form of that woman. And greedy person, Nama Sakti, he loves money, it is one-sided. Man is slave of money, but money is not slave of anyone. Means here, may I always love your beautiful form and love to repeat your name all the time. And some Sanskrit slokas there, Tulsidas says, those people always revel in the Ramcharitmanas. They will not be tortured or persecuted by this ghora tapa of this samsara. So with this, the Tulsidas' Ramayana will conclude here. By God's grace and Ramchandra Bhagavan's grace, Hanumanji's grace, and Puja Gurudev's blessing, and Tulsidas' blessing, we were able to study a little this Ramcharitmanas, and we offer our prostration at their lotus feet. You can sing that Mangalam also. Lala.
Ramachandra.
Mangalam.
Oh, Ramachandra. रामचन्द्राय जनकराजमनोहराय मामकाभीष्टदाय महितमङ्गलम् रामचन्द्राय जनकराजमनोहराय मामकाभीष्टदाय महितमङ्गलम् कोसलेन्द्राय मन्दहासदासपोषकाय वासवादिविनुत सर्वराय मङ्गलम् कोसलेन्द्राय मङ्गलमङ्गलमङ्गलमङ्गलमङ्गलमञ्चिताय हारकटकशोभिताय भूरिमङ्गलम् ललितरत्नकुण्डलाय तुलसीवनमालिकाय जलजसदृशदेहाय चारुमङ्गलम् ललितरत्नकुण्डलाय तुलसीवनमालिकाय जलजसदृशदेहाय चारुमङ्गलम् विमलरूपाय विविधवेदान्तवेद्याय सुमुखचित्तकामिताय शुभदमङ्गलम् विमलरूपाय विविधवेदान्तवेद्याय सुमुखचित्तकामिताय शुभदमङ्गलम् रामदासाय मृदुलहृदयकमलवासाय स्वामी भद्रगिरिवराय सर्वमङ्गलम् रामदासाय मृदुलहृदयकमलवासाय स्वामी भद्रगिरिवराय सर्वमङ्गलम् 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 सर्वमङ्गलम्
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
मंगल आरती सिय रघुबर की दशरथ नंदन जनक सुता की भरत लक्ष्मण रिपुसूदन की रघुवर अति प्रिय पवन तनय की मंगल आरती मंगल मातु पिता गुरुजन की सुंदर अवधपुरी सरजू की सेवक साधु सखा पुरजन की जनहित निरत सदा रघुपति की मंगल आरती मंगल गीत नई राम कथा की राम नाम जन जीवन धन की मधुर मनोहर मन भावन की प्रीति सिय रघुवर चरणन की मंगल आरती मंगल आराधन साधन की राजम नियम ज्ञान निर्मल की मंगल आरती तुलसीदास की राम हृदय अति कोमल चित की मंगल आरती मंगल आरती
Hari Om everyone. Please take a seat. Swamiji is going to come back. We will have a vote of thanks. followed by a group picture, followed by Guru Dakshina offering to Swamiji. So please, please stay and sit down, all of you.
And this particular picture is very important for two reasons. One is whenever we have a Jnana Yajna, as you all know, we usually do a group picture. The second thing is this particular picture is going to travel all around the US to 55 other Chinmaya Mission centers, because Swamiji is a very senior Swamiji. So everyone is very, very inclined to know where Swamiji is. So this particular picture will be posted today to all other Chinmaya Mission centers, and they all, I'm sure, will be very, very happy.
Hari Om. As we conclude this Saptaha on Ramacharithmanas, I stand here, like many of you, I think, just with a profound sense of gratitude and reverence. This journey for the last 7 days through Tulsidas Ji's Ramacharithmanas have been enriching and enlightening. Our deepest gratitude first, of course, goes to Pujya Swami Shantananda Ji. His eloquence, his understanding of the meaning behind Ramacharithmanas has illuminated both our hearts and our minds. I can't help but feel that we all have heard the story of the Ramayana since we were young children, and all I could sit here as I was listening for the last 7 days was how little I actually know of it. And Swami Shantananda Ji, I think, brilliantly shows just how much depth there is in this scripture that we think we knew when we were children. And as Swamiji speaks, we can just soak in the devotion that he expresses through his presence and through his words. And so every day there was a new pearl, and there were too many to count. I guess my favorite one was that the bhakta is the wind behind the fragrance of Bhagwan. And it's with that and so many other pearls of wisdom that Swamiji shared, I think that it forces us to reflect upon how we can be better bhaktas, how we can be better devotees of Bhagwan and our scriptures. And so our gratitude to Swami Shantananda Ji for giving us this opportunity. I also want to express our gratitude to those who did the Ramayana Parayanam that happened in the background, but it was the Sattvic umbrella under which this Saptaha was able to occur so successfully. So our profound gratitude to them. To our priests, Dharmagaru, Sri Varadarajan, and Sri Ram Garu for doing all the puja-related activities, because this was not simply a Jnana Yajna and a discourse, but really it was a full experience, and so that was a core aspect of this, so our gratitude to them. Our thanks to Sheila and Sujana for guiding us through these verses, through Hanuman Chalisa to set the stage. To our Ahara committee and all those who were doing all the cooking behind the scenes, making food every day that was delicious. To all those countless volunteers who did the cleaning, the setup, the AV stuff, too many to mention, but our gratitude to all of their seva and service. And so, and finally, really to that divine poet Tulsidas Ji, who is immortalized through this Ramacharithmanas. And it is only with, as Pujya Swamiji said at the end, it is only with Param Pujya Gurudev's blessings that we were able to experience Tulsidas's offering through Swami Shantananda Ji. So thank you all for coming, and we'll go on to the next steps.
Hari Om. Varadarajan ji and Sri Ram, please come forward.